Well, everyone, it's time for us to go ahead and talk about the iPhone 12 mini and see how the specific phone holds up in the middle part of 2022. Now, what I'm definitely going to tell you, this phone is very interesting in so many different ways. I don't really think it's a bad phone, but I also don't think it's the first phone you should consider, even if you want to buy a small iPhone. Now, the first thing I'll definitely tell you is the iPhone 13 mini is probably the best bet when it comes down to the most stable iPhone, the best iPhone Apple has made in a smaller form factor in the last couple of years, and the last 6 or 7 months have kind of showcased that. Since my early 2022 review of this thing was also still in a very interesting spot, but now that the iPhone 13 mini has been out for a couple more months as well, those prices have gone down a little bit in the used market, so it makes even less sense to buy something like the iPhone 12 mini, but realistically very soon the iPhone 12 mini could very well be one of the cheaper iPhones Apple is selling. Right now they're selling it at $599. I'm sure within the next couple of months when the iPhone 14s come out, this iPhone is going to be sold for $499, taking that iPhone 11's place. Now with the body, I think this iPhone still looks very, very good. There's really not too much to complain about it in that standpoint. I think, the beautiful display on the front 5.4-inch Super Retina XDR OLED panel still looks great. Lightning port at the bottom, glass back, a dual camera setup. Everything about this phone for the most part still screams to me that it's fairly premium. The iPhone 12 mini that I own is actually, it does have a cracked back, but I think that's totally okay. When you have a phone like this, you can always throw a skin on it or something and still have a pretty decent experience. Now, internally, the Apple A14 Bionic chip, I think is still relevant. There's really not too much, dating with this chip. We still have 4 gigabytes of RAM on this thing too, but the biggest thing that's changed besides the price tag going down a little bit is with iOS 16. I was able to go ahead and, install iOS 16 on its first beta, and so far, it's still doing fairly well. I was expecting this, first beta to be way worse in terms of stability. The only thing I saw it kind of being weird in was 2 areas. One, the battery life on some iPhones have gone down significantly. Some have maintained, and I feel like my iPhone 10's battery life has gotten better. But with my iPhone 12 mini, another big thing with iOS 16 is the lack of features. Now, luckily for us, I think iOS 16, a majority of the features did come out for, the iPhone 12 mini, which is great. But on older iPhones, pretty much every single version of iPhones that have came out has gotten somewhat of a limited version of iOS 16, which is very strange. So with the iPhone 12 mini, the only feature I can think of right off the top of my head that really didn't come to this iPhone, I think, was a landscape Face ID. Other than that, the 12 mini has gotten a majority of the features within iOS 16. So that puts this iPhone in a really good spot. That way, if you want to go ahead and buy an iPhone like this, well, you're still going to be getting a lot of the features that are going to be coming out, not only for this version of software, but probably for the next few versions of software too. And since the iPhone 11 Pro is currently still getting a lot of the features within iOS 16, I'm assuming this iPhone is going to be in a good spot probably next year as well. So I'll definitely tell you, looking at the future from now until probably the later part of 2022, including when the iPhone 14s come out, this iPhone is going to be shifting a lot. We're going to be seeing this iPhone probably go down $100 in the next few months. The used price of this thing is going to drop significantly as well. iOS 16 is officially going to be coming out, and this is probably going to be one of the last small iPhones Apple is selling. So I'll be curious to see how this iPhone holds up, in the later part of this year. But as of right now, I still think it's a good iPhone, feel free to pick it up. But I think the 13 mini is really a significantly better phone than this thing is, in my opinion. So that kind of covers it up. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.